Where do you see God's love?
Where do I go? How do I start?
Sorry, I'm a little nervous.
I have a friend who lives on the street, and we became friends about 2 or 3 years ago. I was going into Walgreens one day, and I was dressed in black, and this man is sitting on the side of the pavement, and I saw him, but he wasn't looking my way, so I said I'd probably get in and out without he seeing me. And then I heard this big cry. He says, "Father." So of course I had to go over, and I said, "What's your name?" And he said, "Lawrence." And he says, "What's your name?" I said, "PJ." And he looked at me, he said, "That's a very small name for a big man." So I said, "Well, thank you, Lawrence, I think." And he said to me, he says, "I'm Catholic." I said, "So am I." And that's then when he told me the story of all these new people coming on the streets every day. And he said, "I like to help the new guys that are on the street." So he reaches out to them. And that was really inspirational for me, because here he is living on the street, but he looks out for other street people. I don't live on the street, this man does, and yet he doesn't zero in on his own condition, but he's looking out for others.
We opened our doors last year to house 10 women. By taking in these women, we are proclaiming God's love to each other and to the homeless.
I proclaim God's love by always striving to deepen my relationship with the Lord. And there's just that deep desire inside of me to serve as one of His priests.
The idea of God's love has deepened when I entered seminary, because I get to know more about God, and the need of the diocese is just that I need to bring love of God to them. It's not just for me, but for others.
Where do you see God's love?
I see God's love in every encounter with the children and the parents, especially the children, because when the year starts, it's like a child walks in not knowing what to do, some of them being forced to be there. But as time goes by, they bring their parents instead of their parents bringing them. And then the parent slowly falls in love with Christ or somehow encounters Him. And that transformation along the way, that's where I get to see God. I don't know, I call it grow up in the children and then the parents.
So we're working together to see what we can do to proclaim God's love together in Christ. I want to thank all of those who have supported us throughout the years. In return, I not only offer my thanks, but I also promise to continue to pray for all of them and for their families and loved ones as well.